Hey guys, welcome back to another serving of food for thought. Of course, not everything in the reading will resonate with you, but I encourage you to take what does and of course leave the rest. However, if this resonates or you just so happens to like this reading, let me know by commenting down below or liking this video. So let's jump right into the energy of the cards here, Holy Spirit. What are the messages here? What are the messages here for the collective energies? Other cards here that best represent the energy, the light, the message. Someone is stuck in their head now that the frequency has changed. Someone is trying to not deal with something. They're in a space of still resisting, but something is haunting them. Someone seems to be haunted or drawn in towards you, even though they're trying their best to resist you. Someone is missing you. This is someone who thought they were too special to lose. Someone acted a fool. I feel the frequency is off or something has truly changed. I feel the frequency is off when it comes to someone who is missing you because they're resisting what they should be giving into. And this is why. Someone is completely haunted by something that should still be with them, still be in their energy, and this is why the frequency is off, all because of someone's choices. There's gossip, someone's playing with fire and about to get burned. There's some back and forth energy here. Someone feels like you know something that you shouldn't know. This is someone who's going back and forth or wanting to go back and forth, or they're hunted by something that was said, a back and forth with you. This doesn't have to be an argument, but someone was resistant when it comes to you, and now there's gossip about a fallout, or there's gossip about someone obviously in a space where they're missing you, rebelling, lashing out, making bad choices, causing their frequency to change and be off. Someone feels like you are sitting in a space where your bark is definitely bigger than your bite. Wow. So it seems like you're not willing to give your energy to something, but someone also knows what you're saying is just as valid of what you could do in a situation. You're definitely holding back when it comes to something you could say or something you can do when it comes to someone. And it's almost like they're wanting to provoke you to lash out, wanting a back and forth. A player wants to play games, but also playing with fire. Someone's about to get burned. I feel many of you are not interested in giving your energy to this, and others, you're up for the fight. This is why someone is bound to get burned, and there's also gossip about something about you too, something that is shaking their core. Game is over when it comes to a twin flame. Someone feels like they were dealt a bad hand. You never cared, you never loved them, but they also never saw the beauty in a situation. It was always mixed signals. This is why many of you have chosen to take aim at something else, or you're about to take aim at them, a fool. I feel this energy sees you as a mysterious one, someone who is not saying much, but I feel something you have already done or said has said all that needs to be said, especially when it comes to a foolish energy who has left a permanent stain, a permanent mark on a situation that has no closure, no value. Please take it how it resonates. Reverse these roles if necessary, but I feel there is some type of divine intervention when it comes to you cutting the energy cords of a situation that you are now guarded to. I feel for many of you, even if you're guarded to this situation, it's only because someone has become unpredictable. I feel there's still love here, especially when it comes to your heart, but you're dealing with someone who doesn't know how to love, not like you. But I feel the real factor here is someone who was expecting a call from you is starting to realize you said what you said and you meant it. Wow. Wow, someone is realizing that there is so much more that needed to be said about this separation, but now there's just deep regret, betrayal, and something is brewing. Something is about to take place when it comes to a foolish energy who is still guarded to what they feel they should be saying because they're doing just the opposite of it. I feel for many of you, you know someone owes you so much more than they have given, but someone is guarded to it for some reason but still drawn to you because they know what you gave was pure. I feel whatever is brewing or bubbling up to the surface when it comes to a foolish energy that has betrayal all over them, it's going to leave you exhausted, sitting in a space where cycles are continuing, but there will be justice when it comes to something you thought was a losing battle, divine truth when it comes to someone who was wearing a mask. There is also an awakening when it comes to the battle of wits, divinely guided when it comes to a gesture. Many of you are about to give a new perspective or gain a new perspective when it comes to unseen factors, old wounds, and something that just may have slipped away. Wish fulfillment or wishful thinking. Someone is definitely in their head about you but not wanting to give into it. So you just might be the villain in their story just so they don't have to feel the pain or deal with the shame. I feel this is a losing battle because you know this energy has sparks of good in them. If not, you would have never given in any type of way, but I feel many of you had to show up, show off, cut the energy cords. Wow. Because someone is definitely starting to realize you said what you mean, and you mean what you say. This foolish energy has left a stain and left a mark, and they feel like they've been dealt a bad hand, but they're the ones who are being shady on this journey that never ends because you are completely exhausted. Exhausted with the back and forth or someone being completely inconsistent. I feel for many of you, I feel you're about to bring common sense into a situation, or you're already in a space where you have put someone in their place when it comes to someone who is in denial. Yeah. Someone is thinking about the investments you made towards them or how much you gave. It's almost putting them in a space of resentment because those energies of you giving is not there anymore. This is why someone is coming out as a fool, wanting a breakthrough, but still wanting to go back and forth about what really took place when you said what you said, and you're not going to go over it again. Battle of the wits. Someone feels like you're going to go back and forth with them, and when you do, it's almost like you give in to this dangerous game that they play. Someone's trying to uproot you, trying to get you out of your box. Wow. Round and round again when it comes to temptation. Someone is trying to tempt you into a back and forth with them so they don't have to tackle the issues. I feel they're going to try to wear you out on something that is meaningless or silly. I feel that something is just a fairy tale. Someone's trying to get past your boundaries. There's family tree here. There's a lot of history here, or I feel dreams were crashed and burned. When it comes to a separation, there's a process of grieving when it comes to unseen factors, but someone will soon be awakened. This is divinely guided, as I said before, when it comes to someone who is going through the darkest night of souls. I feel you just so happen to be caught in this crossfire when it comes to someone who was very foolish about their ways. I feel this energy is coming out as a fool because they are trying to insist that you've done some type of witchcraft when truly karmas come back to haunt them, or consequences has a heavy debt. But someone is just held bound on trying to act like you're full of drama or you're hard to deal with or understand, but someone understands you clearly. They're just used to talking in circles. I feel there's a lot to be said, but not enough said when it comes to this energy, and they're about to come in with some type of energy towards you. This is also playful energy, foolish energy of someone who is still immature and hasn't really fully matured as a person. I feel this is someone who's about to bring in something unexpected where there should have been potential. There's unfounded fears. I feel there's about to be an ending or even a resurrection when it comes to something that is falling apart or already broken. Someone could be plotting. Someone's about to make a move, and whether it's their best move or their worst move, someone's about to make a choice and try to release something that is overwhelming, but they're still stuck in a loop when it comes to breaking free of something. This energy who is plotting to say something, do something, run into you in some type of strange way is about to discover what's broken needs to have a breakthrough. I feel something is about to go in your favor, and many of you don't even know it. Wow, Heart of Stone. Someone feels like if you lay eyes on them. Someone feels like you have a death stare, or something about you cuts deep. Someone feels like you have the heart of stone, but they are the ones who put you in the place of feeling you had to guard your energy and guard your heart. Someone is trying to come up with every reason in the book not to give in to what they know is true. I feel something you said is playing over and over in their head, and I feel what you said remains to be true, but there's something else here. I feel there's something you're about to say, or something you have already said that is about to hit a note, trigger them in some way. Someone is lost in their thoughts, and I feel they're too lost in their thoughts, especially since you have become the mysterious one. Battle of the wits when it comes to someone's temptations. It's almost like they're so tempted to reach out to you, almost to humble you for not giving in or not reaching out, but something is bound to happen. Something was meant to take place when it comes to a situation where there is old wounds and passion. There's still some energy of love here, history, and also an energy of solitude when it comes to a foolish energy who you're not willing to go back and forth with. Yeah, there's too much lies, too many betrayals, and this is why many of you are giving this death stare, this heart of stone. You wish they would. Like, it's not giving what they thought. Someone is trying to reverse the roles here, trying to pretend like you are the reason something hurts so bad, but you were the reason something actually made sense. This is why they're circling back. This is why you're the one that got away. This is why they are repeating a cycle and wanting to do something again with you. Too shy, too ignorant, too arrogant not to see it, not to give into it. Wow. I feel like someone needs your help or advice, or someone is needing some brutal honesty. Heart of stone. Yeah, someone feels like you've done some type of spell, witchcraft on their life. They're going through betrayals, old wounds. They're trying to seclude themselves and take a leap of faith. They're trying to invest in better things, but nothing is coming out in the way they want. Something is coming up short. They feel like everything they touch turns to shit. Someone feels like they've been dealt a bad hand, but they are the ones dealing the cards. Someone is wanting to uproot, but they've left a permanent stain, or they have accumulated so much baggage and pain that it's just hard to make any solid connections. This is why even if they want to reconnect with you, it's just going to be hard to do it. Someone has so much more to conquer, so much more to go through, and they'll always blame others. They'll always blame you. Someone will always blame you because they're not ready to take the heat on their shit. But it's the only way back to what they know is true. It's the only way to do better, be better. Separation. Someone is worried about this separation and they're wanting to uproot themselves and take aim at you. I feel this is connected to something that is unspoken, something that was never given. I feel the respect, the loyalty, the love was never given, and someone is giving mixed signals about that. This is why someone is coming out as the fool, wanting to go back and forth with you. But this twin flame vibe that once was, the respect, the energy, I feel it's all different. It's all changed because of a resistance. Now it's haunting their spirit, haunting their soul, because they do miss you. But they feel like to be the alpha or be the baddest bitch, they got to stand their ground. But it's game over. And this fool is just too arrogant and ignorant to see it. Let's get another deck out here. I think I didn't pull every card out here. There's a lot of temptation, distractions, a battle of wits. It's almost like this person enjoys the game. This is how they love. you know, going back and forth. They don't know the right way to do it. I feel the way that you were investing, loving, and giving all that you had, it was everything they never thought they needed. Now they're looking for that feeling. They're looking for their energy, not understanding or realizing it's love. Someone is looking for love, not realizing they found it in you, and they're searching for that feeling. They're searching for what was given from you, and it's not being given anywhere else. This is why your energy is resonating. This is why your energy is coming up as a foundation for them. They don't even know what love it is. I feel like your wisdom or your truth is needed to help ground someone, bring them back to reality, and bring them back to life, especially when it comes to a twin flame. For some of you, this connection is over and done with, even when it comes to a friendship, but somehow, some way, someone's about to pop up. This may be a good investment or not, but whatever the case, it's almost like you already know what to do. I don't have to tell you anything. You have a lot of passion. You have a lot of heart. And as long as you reach from that space, you will never fail self the way they failed you. I see you taking aim at something else, and it's almost like you've also taken aim at someone's soft spot. I feel like you minding your own business, doing what you do, it's almost like it's resonating in their energy. It's causing them to think of you more. The more you find your peace, the more they find themselves in the space of war. They don't have enough energy for the fight, but they're willing to have this back and forth with you, not realizing you are ready for whatever, ready to walk away, ready to give what is given. I feel like many of you are up for whatever, and others, you're just willing to allow things to take its space, place. Whatever this is, many of you already know what is expected to happen will happen in divine timing. Many of you are divine beings that are drawing what is needed to your way, regardless of what is being said or what is being heard and who desires you. I feel your king or queen is headed your way regardless, and someone's going to have to step out of the way for that to happen. Others, it's just time for peace, relaxation. It's time to figure self out and not be worried about someone who isn't worried about themselves. As I said before, this energy is just wanting to pull up and allow the cards to fall wherever they do. But I feel just coming in with no plan is another way they can lose whatever respect or foundation they thought they had with you. Wow. Someone is wanting to let the cards fall wherever they fall. Whatever happens, happens. I feel this energy has a little to nothing to lose after planning to just running to you or finally get that call. They're just stuck on getting some type of communication. Someone feels like they should have had this communication by now. As I sense, someone is about to go to the extreme, do whatever they have to do to figure something out. Whether it's to humble you, stress you out, or love you again, I feel we will never know until this all falls into play, because it will. Someone is drawn to you no matter what they try to hide or how they try to resist, or whatever third party they try to fulfill that need with. It will always be an open void, a void they can never fill, because it was always meant for you. It was always your position. Someone's going to have to figure it out, or it will be something that haunts them for a lifetime. Yeah, someone is definitely watching from afar. These are social medias here. For some of you, someone is wanting to come together again, or they're thinking that you have finally put your energy into something that overshadows them. I feel someone thinks that you have found your rainbows and your highlighters, eye candy. Someone's thinking about you heavily here. Can't stop thinking about you, but it's almost like they don't know whether to love or hate you. They think about the good, they think about the bad, and they let the bad overcome something. But they're also projecting, and everything they've done to you, it's almost like the feelings of rage of you doing it to them. when actuality has proven they are the ones who broke all the rules. I feel this energy needs to be pacified, and they're daydreaming, wanting their cake and eating it too. This energy is wanting some type of change. They think about it all the time, but they're also thinking about all that work they're going to have to put in to push through. I feel someone does see you as the prize. They're wanting to work towards it, but someone is doing it in a very challenging way. It's almost like they're making shortcuts, and I feel like you were trying to guide them, you were trying to lead them, or you were trying to just help them out, and someone lashed out at you because they are afraid of who they are on the other side of change. See how someone's wanting to try it again, but these negative thoughts, these negative ways of doing things, thinking of things, trying to numb the pain, it's all like connected and playing mind games on him. So someone is definitely getting mind fucked here by their own thoughts, their own mistakes, their own choices, because they're up at night scrolling. Whether this is through messages from the past with you, or they're trying to go through all of these social medias, trying to figure out if you have one, or they're scrolling through your personal. Someone's trying to come up with something. Someone is wanting to try again, and it's almost like the harder they try and the more they fail, the more they want it. Someone is definitely up at night. They're up right now. I feel this is someone who is in a space where they still love, they still care, but they have no clue how to juggle life and the stresses of it. I feel someone is trying to juggle the fact that they care, but they're also being reminded by the fact that they lied to you. Bold-faced lies. I feel this is someone who is also in a space where their environment is not at its best, and someone could also be putting false pieces to this puzzle and putting thoughts in their head. This is also connected to someone being stressed out, getting all kinds of reminders that's not helping the situation. It's only stressing them out. I feel this is someone who is wanting to solve some issues, but they're not doing it in the right way. This is why the cutting of the corners is coming out here. For some of you, you feel like this person doesn't love anyone, especially you, especially how they tried to damage something, how they tried to play with you. Someone couldn't love after what they did, but they do. They just have no clue how to do it without wanting something in return, or pushing something to a limit and never being satisfied because you gave your all. They just never was in a space to truly receive it. Wow. I feel like this energy is trying their best to show they still care or have some type of value, whether it's with you or just in life in general, because they're starting to feel like they won't be able to redeem themselves. And they're about to push some buttons, or they're about to push something to a state where they know they can't return from it, but they feel like they have to go balls to the wall to get your attention or make something make sense, but it still won't make any sense at all. Wow. Someone's wanting to get rid of the burden, the headaches. Someone is feeling they can find solace or a shoulder to cry on, lean on with you. Someone could be coming towards you for advice, forgiveness, solace, a handout. Like I said before, someone is just doing way too much because things are so scattered in their head. It's just hard to make sense of anything when they've been lying to you and everyone else for so long. And the more they go online, the worse it gets. The pain, the stress, wanting something and never truly getting it. I feel this energy is taking something out on you because they failed in life, or they made some of the biggest mistakes they could ever make, and they're going to have to play it out for the long haul. Someone wants to try again, sees you as eye candy or a way out emotionally, wanting to pacify a situation. Someone is wanting to make some more promises here they know they can't keep. I feel like in so many ways you just might be out of someone's league, but it's almost sad to watch them leave or fall or be this pathetic or ignorant to their own growth, their own life. I feel someone may need a helping hand, someone who is biased in a situation. I feel you're on the outside looking in and you can give an honest perspective when it comes to this situation, and others, you need to run. This is a situation that can only backfire in your face. Wow. Others, you do have the potential of giving something to this, but don't give all of you. Not again. They don't deserve it. Someone's going to just have to figure it out, and you may have to lead them with some breadcrumbs to get there. I feel like something you do or say definitely sets the tone here. Bringing someone back to reality, bringing someone to a space where they're more realistic about change, life, situations, and even love. The love that is lost and the love that could be if they try to change. As there is no easy fix to this or anyone or any of us. We all have our issues, but it's a little different when someone intentionally sets a trap or continues a cycle when they know there's so much they have to dig into. Wow. I feel digging deep. Digging deep is their biggest fear. They know what could come from that. They're scared. This fear is almost debilitating. They can't talk, they can't walk, they can't eat. I feel this energy is eating right now because it's the only way to ease the pain, or it's instant gratification through alcohol, sex, or this energy is thinking of you in some very strange ways as well. Please take it how it resonates. Reverse the roles is necessary, but as I said before, this won't be easy and nor will it be predictable, but there will be challenges. Yet I sense you may have to shut something down or provide some sense in something that makes no sense at all, or even humble someone's soul. Wow. Humble someone's heart. Wow. Because they won't achieve what they initially wanted or even came for. As you may be the cake, but they won't get to eat it too. Someone definitely sees you as an achievement, or they resent you for being what they needed. Because something is definitely intense, almost magical for this chaser, someone who enjoys the chase. This runner-chaser dynamic when it comes to a union. So, as I said before, someone is just used to this. It has nothing to do with you. This energy has a lot of issues from the past. Issues connected to relationships, issues connected to finances, money, instant gratification, how they cope with life. I feel this energy had problems way before you started to even care or even notice. They had serious issues, especially when it comes to affairs of the heart. Now there's distance where there should have been celebration. Someone played the waiting game because they were playing the field or just trying to figure out what they could get. Now something that was private, sensitive, perfectly imperfect is lost, and they're manifesting but blocked out because of their darkened heart. Dark night of the soul, separation, trapped. Someone has screwed themselves. I feel you had nothing to do with the pain that is given in this situation. Someone completely screwed their own life up here, and they're blaming you when truthfully they should be honoring you, because you just might be the factor, the thing that pushes this to the next level for them, because they're stuck. They don't know what to do or where to go or how to be. They're just roaming, getting what they feel they need where they can. They're everywhere. There's a lot of highs and lows when it comes to the unexpected events that's taking place. There's arguments, gaslighting, gossip, opinions, and someone is truly hesitant and also acting out at the same time because there's small challenges that they can't get through, or they seem to be stuck in because they are unawakened. Someone is unawakened and going through tests that they still seem to fail because they're still stuck in a loop. This energy has one goal and two ways to do it, and they always choose the wrong path. They're at the same crossroads again. And it's almost like it's more painful this time around because they're still stuck, bound, and challenged. Stuck, bound, and challenged in a situation where there's too many small challenges. I feel they took the wrong road, tried to cut corners thinking they were taking the easy way out as a coward, but someone just made it so much harder for themselves because they've turned their control issues into insecurity issues, narcissist issues, gaslighting issues, love issues. I feel someone is coming to a crossroads because this control is coming into a different cycle where there's a false twin flame. This could be a third party or an environment that's making things worse, but whatever the case, there's an unplanned event that has soul ties. And either this can make or break someone, but this could also activate someone's regret, pain, trigger someone's love, rage. Yeah, there's attachments here. There's a lot going on here, and there's more than small challenges. This person has a lot going on here, and they perceive them as small challenges. But if they were small challenges, they would have gotten over it by now. This won't be easy, as I said before. The memories are there, and someone is still over-romanticizing their actions or what they have been through. Someone is trying to make it seem like something is not a big deal when it truly is. This energy is somewhat dismissive. They're trying to belittle something, trying to pretend like something just isn't as bad as you think. And this is why they're just kind of going to lightly pull up, check the vibe. But I feel like that just might be the wrong energy. I'll take that. Oh, that's a lot. Highs and lows, unawakened energy. This is a test. Someone is at a crossroads. Yeah, small challenges. Look, you know, I can't make it up. But this energy was going through a lot, lusting, going through a lot of things, not respecting themselves, not respecting anyone else. This energy is coming out as unawakened and going through tests, small challenges, highs and lows, and they're back at the same crossroads over and over again because someone continues to fail the test. They obviously didn't get the memo. Someone is going to be pushed to a space where they no longer over-romanticize something here. Someone is always in a fairy tale type setting, and once something gets real or the responsibilities get heavy, someone runs. This runner-chaser dynamic is what they're used to. You're not the only one. I feel this energy has a way of doing a lot of things out of convenience, and this is where the small challenges come into play, and this is why they continue to fail the test. This energy does a lot of things out of convenience, but there's about to be a resolution when it comes to someone who's unawakened to test things they should be overcoming instead of allowing to get the best of them, especially when it comes to differences and things they should be leveling up from. Someone is lost to who they should be. For some of you, this energy is not only lost, but you feel like this is just a lost case and you shouldn't worry about it. But I feel the Most High is handling them in the most spiteful way that you could ever think. But not in the sense that you would think the spite would ever hurt. It's to teach and to learn. Because every time they came to this crossroads, they took the wrong path. Thinking they were making something easy for themselves, they were only making it harder because there is a debt that needs to be paid and they must pay the piper. I feel the only way that you can get touched by this world, karma, consequence, is if you play with fire. And trust me, they're getting burned. I feel someone blocked you hoping to get a response. Someone turned their back hoping you would react, but something wasn't part of the plan, especially when it comes to repeated cycles of a runner. Someone never thought that they would be out of sync or just not a safe space. Someone stuck in limbo when it comes to the possibilities of love that was lost, but something unexpected, an unexpected event or situation and a separation is going to bring them to a space that they never thought that they would be. This test could be failed. This test could be overcome. It's all up to them, whether they do or die, whether they fail. Whatever you give, whatever you say, you mean what you say. And it's not something that you're going to flip or turn on. Someone needs to know that something is set in stone, and someone needs to know it's all because they couldn't get it right. This energy feels like something is already haunting them, but they have no clue what pain really feels like. This is the final test. Them coming in with this sad song, trying to tell you some foolish lies, bold-faced lies, talking in circles, hoping you'll be tired of them talking your ear off. But I feel you got all day. And once they stop hanging themselves with their words, you're going to give them what is necessary and needed. Let's get some final energy here from this deck. I don't want to go too long for you guys, but I know you've been waiting for this reading, so I'm going to try to dive deep here. Someone was over romanticizing these small challenges of a separation. Someone was into this do or die, show me how much you care type energy. But once you made something final, someone just couldn't take it. They didn't know how to handle the rejection. They didn't know how to handle a truth. They didn't know how to handle what was given or what was taken, because they never thought that you would have the last word. Wow. You would have the final say, or you would make the final move. It's almost like you left them debilitated. They had no way out. They had nothing left to say. Trust me, whatever you said left them speechless. Yeah. Wanting their cake and eating it too. Someone is daydreaming about the fact that you were everything they needed and they may have lost you. That card just kind of fell out of this deck. Someone is wondering if you're available now, but I don't know if that could be an option here. This is why someone is stuck in this daydreaming energy and feeling like you're a ghost of their past. Someone is feeling like you're becoming someone they used to know, and they don't like that feeling. This is why someone doesn't know whether to love or hate you, but they should just be falling into a space of love because you were always worth it. I feel something is unexplainable because someone is still lost in their addictions, whether this is sex, money, instant gratification, spreading themselves thin, whether it's with friends, family, or whatever the case. Someone is too busy to help self, but they're still wanting to get back what they feel belongs to them. They just don't know how to do it. Someone wants to pull up, but it's almost like they got false hope. It's the people around them. There's no good advice. There's a lot of people around them who are narcissistic or playing a lot of games. It's almost like no one around them has any type of integrity or morals. But it's something with you. If someone has the balls to get anywhere near you, they'll find out. They'll find out a lot about just a little that just might humble them. I feel this energy wants to come in with the false hope of compromise, but there will be justification of their behaviors. This energy is wanting to deflect and tell you are the reasons they had to do it. I feel this energy will learn a lesson in that. I feel that will also trigger you, pipe you up to give them the real, because they hadn't heard nothing yet when it comes to you, especially when it comes to intentionally trying to play with you, humble you. I feel you can play the same game. You just gave them leeway, but someone's about to learn today. Especially if they have the balls to come your way or find their way towards you. I feel there's a turning point when it comes to a runner-chaser dynamic. This runner is about to be chasing you. In fact, this is an awakening when it comes to someone who has already lost their identity. This is a climax where someone is bound to fail. They've already lost themselves in a situation where their fears are about to be awakened in a very big way. As I said before, to whoever this is who is unawakened is about to receive a rude awakening when it comes to justifying their behaviors or playing the field or trying to play games with you. There was no respect when it comes to someone's so-called love. This energy wants to give that back to you. They want to give you what they remember you wanted. But I feel that is all changed. Your energy, your perspective, your needs, that's all changed. This is why you're going to be able to say something and do something from an unbiased standpoint, because you have nothing to lose either. And they don't know that, but they will. I feel this is a breakthrough for the both of you, because this energy is driven by their ego, a cheating heart, but something that takes place with you, it's almost like a hidden blessing. You are the truth, as well as the detour. I feel it's all about the change, and someone never thought you saying what you mean and meaning what you say will be the very thing that will humble them. I hope you guys have enjoyed the reading and it's gained some food for thought. If so, let me know by commenting down below or liking this video. Hope to see you again, guys. Bye.